God doesn't want you silent. The spiritual processes of your life will stop the moment you become silent. Yeah, so there is a I don't want to go to the Old Testament. It will take us time. Abraham, are you there? The book of Genesis speaks about 8 men. The entire book of Genesis speaks about 8 men. And how God dealt with 8 men. First of the men is Adam. And God's dealing with Adam was around trees. The tree of life, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and other trees. You know, in the Garden of Eden, there were 3 categories of trees. Tree of life, tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and then the other trees. Huh? You see, that's why I say I don't want to come here. And that's why in the underworld, there are 3 compartments. There's in Hades, which is the underworld, the compartment, the residence for departed spirits. You have hell, you have paradise, and then you have Tartarus, which is the deepest part of the underworld. That is because there were 3 categories of trees in the garden. And Tartarus is where the most vicious angelic princes have been kept in chains because they violated the laws that govern their estate in the heavens. 3 compartments because of the 3 kind of trees. The second man that God dealt with was Abel. And the dealings of Abel was around sacrifices. Are you there? The third man that God dealt with was Enoch. And the dealings of Enoch was about heaven. It was Enoch that showed us in the example of his life that it is possible for humankind to inherit the heavens. For humankind to become a citizen of heaven. And when Jesus came, he consolidated that possibility. Are you there? Because in the book of 2 Timothy, Apostle Paul says that there's only one mediator between God and man. He now said the man, Jesus Christ. So even in heaven, he's in heaven as a man. Do you understand that? It is on the strength of that we have the hope that we too have a part in glory. For those he called, he justified. From those he justified, he did what? He glorified. So we too, as men, can inherit glory because Jesus is the example and Enoch was the sign. The third among those, fourth among those men, which is the one I want to talk about, is Abraham. And the dealings of Abraham was around altars. He was the one that knew how to move the hand of God. So Abraham, you're not with me. One day I went to God in prayer crying, you have taught me so much. Will I live long enough to teach people? Because when I come and I start teaching, they don't have the appetite. So when will I start teaching?